Got some change in my pocket, and I'm thinking about calling you. I know that you don't want it, no. Well, they say that love is true. I think about you more each day. 500 miles apart, and every day seems so much harder. You know I'm living in hell. So I'm alone again, inside my mind. And when is everything gonna be alright? You keep saying everything's gonna be just fine.
Look who's there. Nolan Taylor joining us. Wow. Nolan.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. You the man, dude. I gotta tell you, you are the man, dude.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. I mean, absolutely. So Nolan, like, let me just like jump straight to this. Like learning guitar. Like, how old do you start to play guitar? You know, when you start to play guitar, Nolan.
I was actually kind of a late bloomer, really. I didn't. I was too busy. I was too involved, wrapped up in sports and all that stuff. And my best friend could play really well. My brother can play really well. So I just sang. I was like, I don't need to worry about playing the guitar. So I not
Right.
until I got older, I got in high school and I got interested in writing songs and things like that. That's when I started to actually learn it. So I'd say probably I really started playing 17, 18 years old.
Unbelievable, Nolan. Wow. Actually, before we continue, do you mind moving the camera a little bit? It's a little dark. I think it's just like the lighting's a little. Uh,
Um,
I mean, it's not a deal breaker. It's just maybe we can. There we
oh,
go.
there
There we go. There we go. Cool.
we
Cool.
go.
All right. So you're. Oh my God. So okay. So you're 17 years old, Nolan Taylor, and you decide to play guitar. Like,
Yeah, probably around there.
who says to you, go get a guitar and start practicing, Nolan? Like, who was that catalyst?
It was really hard actually because I'm a righty. I'm a right-handed person, but I play the guitar and left-handed for whatever reason. So I originally, like, if we go way back, I wanted to play the bass guitar and start a band with, like I said, my brother and my best friend played. So I wanted to play the bass and sing and stuff like that. Then I bought a right-handed bass, tried to switch it left-handed, did
Right.
not work. Um, when I was like 5 years old, I was obsessed with bluegrass. My uncle gave me a banjo. It was
Okay.
right-handed, work, you know. So it's like we knew that's how we found out is that we got an instrument that was right-handed, and I couldn't play it. I would always turn it upside down and try to play it. So then we kind of gave up on the whole idea because left-handed instruments were very expensive.
Mm.
But then we ended up finding a good one, got a great deal. I let it collect dust for several years, and my
Right
dad
from
is
there.
super into music. Well, my whole family's like super into music. And none of them really play it, but they all are obsessed with it. Concerts, festivals, all the time. I mean, it's busy and
Right.
hectic. So it was pretty easy for me to just end up playing and singing, you know.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that. Because the thing is, there are some kids that are really smart about getting up and picking up a guitar and an instrument. So, but it seems like you were always like smart that like this would get you in with the cool kids and the chicks or whatever. Was there someone on TV, maybe Nolan, or like that you saw growing up, maybe with your grandpa or your parents, that lit a fire on your belly and you said, man, I wanna do that.
Yeah, Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead.
Oh,
My favorite, that's my favorite guitar player of all time is the Grateful Dead's lead guitar player and singer, Jerry Garcia. Um, so that was the one that was
that's a good
really,
one. That's a
I
good one.
just wanted to be him, you know.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a good one to start off at a young age. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's great, Nolan. So when you play a show like you did at Third and Lindsley last month, which is when we first saw you, and people, Nolan, basically gave you a standing ovation. I have to say, the only reason people didn't actually stand up and go wild is because of this COVID protocols.
I agree.
I don't know if you realize, but people were like, they just couldn't hold the claps. It was everybody around the balcony, like people were loud, like captivated by you, Nolan. That must blow your mind, right?
It's a humbling experience. It's not something that I'm used to still, because it happens. So it happens every once in a while. And it's not something that ever gets any easier for me to accept,
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's an odd experience, especially because I'm pretty new to the scene. I didn't really start playing professionally until about a year or two ago.
Hmm.
Um, so just playing bar gigs and grinding really hard like that. Then I got some really lucky opportunities like the Third and Lindsley gig and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much a novice when it comes to that type of crowd. I'm a novice when it comes to like an actual sold out show. You know what I mean? I've never really played anything like that. So going into it, I never had never in my wildest dreams would I have gotten, because I felt it. It was like a standing
Yeah.
ovation, like you said, and it was unbelievable. I mean, cold chills even thinking about it.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And Nolan, I mean, it's gonna be the first of many sellouts for you, but during research, it became clear that how respected and admired you have become in the musical community in a short time, right? Not just by fans, Nolan, by your peers as well. Morgan Wade takes you on the road, that kind of stuff. Charles Wesley Goodwin, everyone just kind of admires you. Do you think it's as simple as being authentic and talented? Like people are craving authenticity in today's world?
I'd like to say yeah, but I mean, I don't think anybody really knows what it takes at all.
Yeah.
I think it's worked for me. Certainly, absolutely. I'm just as real. I'm as real as I could possibly be to anybody that I meet. Fan, friend, family, peer. So I think that's definitely helped me 100%. And I think I have a uniqueness about my songwriting and style and stuff that broadens a couple different genres, which I think also helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely the whole just being an authentic person is the key to really just having people like you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I thought I think that's one of that's one of your great talents, that you just connect with the audience on a visceral level that it's fantastic. And
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely, Nolan. And when you get up on stage, I know you're playing a bunch of festivals in the coming days, but like for example, this one at Third and Lindsley, when you get up on stage for a buzzworthy artist like Morgan Wade, do you get nervous at all? Or at this point, like, have you built a muscle, where it's like you don't give a shit anymore, really?
Always nervous. Always nervous. I have very low self-esteem and very low confidence when it comes to my own abilities of playing music and singing music. I just love doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, always nervous. First song, I get the first song, maybe sometimes depending on the crowd. I really felt the Third and Lindsley. It was more like excited. I was very nervous, but I was so excited that I wasn't that nervous. It was like such an amazing opportunity. I got to hear Morgan for the first time live as well, which was amazing. So hitting the stage that night, it was more like I had to slow myself down. It's like, take
Mm.
it, relax, Nolan. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting excited. You want to get out there and do the thing.
Gotcha. And okay, and when you listen to the playback of your stuff, Nolan, maybe like I don't know if you see the playbacks of your shows, or maybe when you playback of the Nolan Taylor Sonic Launch studio sessions, for example, are you critical? Are you like, man, I shouldn't have hit that note, or like, do you just enjoy it as it is?
No, I don't listen to it. I stay away from it. Too critical. I'll go way too in on myself with that stuff. So I stay far away from it.
Right. Okay, good. So you don't just sit there and beat yourself up after gigs and say, "Oh, I should have done this. I should have done better at that." You just stay away from
I
that.
do enough of that anyways without having to hear it. You know what I mean? I'll come off stage and remember certain songs and certain things that I did in certain places where I know I messed up. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't even watch. I beat myself up anyhow. So
Oh man, you're funny, Nolan. Yeah. And okay, then let's talk about your songwriting as well, because okay, your guitar playing is spectacular. We've covered that, but your songwriting, I mean, man, it's strong. It's so good, and does it make you feel to the bones, Nolan? That's the consensus with you, and that's for a reason. Because when you start singing, like it just like everything inside just it's a mess. When did you seriously start getting into songwriting, Nolan?
I wrote my first song around 18, 19 years old.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I was a late bloomer. Like I said, I was playing
Okay.
sports a lot. I would always try to write. Hated it. Everything always came out generic, and You know, the same old stuff. I was like, I was copying somebody else's song. So I really didn't get, even after I wrote my first song, I probably didn't write another song for 4 or 5 years after.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, what had happened with me, what really sparked my interest was I went to The Voice and I made it to like the round right before TV where they send you out to LA and do all that stuff. And then when I got sent home, it kind of pissed me off, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you know, like what the hell? I thought I was good enough and all that stuff.
Better
You
than
know,
half
just
of those cats. Yeah, absolutely.
exactly, which probably wasn't the truth, you know what I mean? But I had a chip on my shoulder. So I came home and that's what really did it for me. I sat down and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote
Hell
and I
yeah.
wrote and I wrote. I wrote my three most popular songs just back to back to back from that point on.
Amazing.
And stuff like that. Yeah, it was really crazy. So I think I just got over the fear of playing my art. That's such a weird thing for me. Is like every time it's like a swing and a miss in baseball. I'd write a song, and if I played it out loud and to an open mic where literally 3 people in the crowd probably give a shit, you know, but it would like, if I didn't get a reaction I wanted, I would say, "Oh, that's a terrible song. Scrap it."
Right.
You know, I'm playing that again. And so I think that after all that, after getting, you know, rejected and things like that, that's when I just started not caring. I was like, I like my songs, you know, these songs mean a ton to me. And like you said, I appreciate it. You know, it's that emotional connection. That's exactly what I'm trying to go for. I want everybody to feel as miserable as I felt writing the song or as happy as I felt writing the song, you know? And so I think that I do an all right job of that. I may not be the greatest lyricist, but I think I definitely give the emotional point across. And that's where I'm really worried, you know, right there.
You know, it's amazing what this story with The Voice, Nolan, because it's almost like you know, this it's like you used it to like fuel you past like okay,
Absolutely.
this was The Voice for you. This is what the universe intended it to be for you.
Yeah,
And
I couldn't agree anymore. That's so true.
absolutely, man. And I think you're gonna keep rocking. I mean, you're just starting your career, and like, you know, in 20 years, you're gonna be like, yeah, I was on The Voice, and those fuckers kicked me out before
Yeah.
I even got on TV. You know, so it's gonna be great.
I hope so, man. I really do. I'm very optimistic about my musical future here in the next few years. So.
Definitely, Nolan. But and by the way, let me, you know, not that you need my 2 cents, but we talk to songwriters all the time, and a song like Double Life, like dude, like Nolan, that is A+ level songwriting. That is
Man, thank you.
spectacular. That is really next level stuff. A song like this, like Double Life, that is pretty much musical poetry, Nolan. Like, how does a song like that come about? Is that one of the ones that you said came out quick?
That one I actually wrote extremely fast, and it's a kind of a funny story on how I wrote that song. One of my best buds in this whole wide world used to play harmonica with me full time, and he was involved with a woman who was married, and they both had feelings for each other and stuff, and then it ended up getting cut off. Obviously, it was a train wreck to begin with. Unless she was to leave her husband, you know, it was a mess, and so they cut that off and everything, and that's what actually sparked the song. You know, he was very sad and upset over it. He really cared about this girl and stuff, and I saw it. So that's one of the only songs. I don't have many songs that are not at all about me. You know, most of my songs in some dynamic involve me or something that had happened to me, but that's one of the few that is totally about some other person, and I just watched from the sidelines how, you know, hurt my friend was.
Yeah.
And I just wrote about it.
That must have been tough to see because you kind of know how it's going to end from the beginning. Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you do, but
You know what I mean?
you
Yeah.
shouldn't get into it, you know.
Yeah. Rough situation. So, oh man,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. So Nolan, let me understand this because we, you know, obviously I'm not an artist, but we love the artistry aspect of it. So we love to ask songwriters like you, what is your normal approach to songwriting? Is it like, you know, you'll tell your manager, you'll tell your team, okay, guys, tomorrow 9 to 5 it's songwriting day, like nobody bother me, no distractions? Or are you like more like when the muse strikes, like randomly when it hits you?
I'd say a little bit of both. I'm very picky. I'm very much a diva when it comes to my songwriting, and I completely admit it. You know, some people can sit in a room full of people talking and come up with a great song, and I don't know how. To me, I start getting in my own head
Yeah.
I get more self-conscious about other people hearing what I'm saying.
And that must be so hard, Nolan, because I mean, look, I remember like when I was in college, I had like a creative poetry class that I had to do a credit for to graduate or something. And I ended up doing a poetry about like my relationship with my father. And I thought I was being so deep and so cool. And it was a piece of shit. I got so self-conscious. I threw it away. How do you not get
Really?
self-conscious with your songwriting? You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. I do absolutely. It takes, like I said, I'm sitting on a couple albums worth of material right now that I've probably never played for people, you know. Um, and I'm getting there. I'm tweaking them.
Yeah.
But still there's just it's tough. There's a lot of things that I say that I open myself up a lot in my songwriting, particularly. I write about experiences, shitty situations I had as a kid and things like that. And so I'm always self-conscious playing them. I'm always super worried that somebody's gonna, hear a line and laugh. And I'm like, well, damn, that meant something to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell are you laughing at that about? That hurt me as a kid or something, something along those lines. But really, I just got to get over it. I'm realizing that people like it.
Yeah.
People are listening, people are very responsive. People are following me and becoming fans and buying my merchandise. So there has to be some truth behind the fact that I can at least write a song okay.
Absolutely, Nolan. Absolutely. So, you're being so generous with your time. Thank you. What are some of your plans for the coming year? Is there anything that you can unveil? Are you thinking about another EP? Like, what's on your mind besides playing, of course?
Well, so I actually have a full-length album ready.
Love it.
We got a couple dubs that we need to get out. We need to get done first, and then it's ready to rock and roll. I got some pretty big names playing on it and stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's a 9-song album. I got a couple songs that I co-wrote with a guy he's playing down in Nashville right now as an uprightist, and my producer, he lives in Louisville. And we're all really excited about it. We recorded it down in Dave Rose studio in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, and it was just unbelievable. It was actually during the big ice and snowstorm that Nashville got hit with.
Oh yeah, in February, right?
Yeah, I went right down, and I actually got stuck in a hotel 3 days before I was supposed to go and record. So I had to waste a bunch of money on hotels and stuff because I had to get down there to get recorded.
Right. Oh man, that's great. That's a
But
great.
yeah, full length album on the horizon, man. I'm hoping that by the end of this year we'll get it out, and by the beginning of next year I'll be able to tour it. I'll be able to put together a small little, at least Eastern tour, or hell, even hit the Midwest or something.
Absolutely, man. You got Homecoming to Ohio. The whole thing.
Definitely.
That's great, Nolan. I gotta tell you, it feels talking to you like we're buying like the Netflix stock when it was like $5, because you're so
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's just exactly how we feel. Like I feel like, man, like you're like we know where you're going, and this is really exciting. We're super excited to see where you go.
Hey, thank you so much. Seriously.
Absolutely, Nolan. So, is it true that you may play a little ditty for us? Is the rumor true?
Yeah, I'll play a song for you guys.
Dude, that's awesome.
If you think this Mac microphone will hold up, I'll do it definitely.
Yeah, we do Zoom. We do Zoom performances.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. This is one of my newer-ish songs.
Let us see your guitar, Nolan. Show off your guitar to us for a second there. Damn.
It is a Gibson J45 Studio. It's my baby. It's the best thing I ever done. That's my favorite part right there.
Beautiful. Look at that beauty.
Yeah.
Look at that beauty. So Nolan, could I give you any guitar and you would make it sound good? Or are you very particular about the quality?
If it's left-handed, I'll play it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not too particular. I'm personally a fan of Gibson. I have a Taylor that markets around the same price. I have a Taylor that's just lower on the price point. I got a Fender acoustic. I got a Gretsch acoustic. But this is the best thing ever happened to me. I really do love it more than anything. Besides my woman, she'd kill me if I didn't say that. So.
Awesome, Nolan. Thank you. So, what are you gonna play for us? That's great.
This one here is called Dead Roses.
Beautiful.
crying out on my window pane. And I ain't touched them in several days, but I'll invite you to their wake. And every morning I'm waking up to a better day. One shot in, killed a bottle or two just to try to feed my shakes. Why'd you let me go? Been so long in the middle of a city, but I feel all by myself. And I should have known, I should have known. People all around me, but I still feel by myself. Right from the start, girl, I swear you broke my heart. My days are so much darker here without you. And I've been drinking more, it's quickly making me grow. This time inside my head feels like I'm in jail. Why'd you let me go? Been so long in the middle of a city, but I still feel in my head. And I should have known, I should have known. People all around me, but I still feel by myself. I can't see the stars, but I swear I'm trying hard. I'm sitting on a ledge, high up on this rooftop. And these nights are getting cold, I think I'm barely hanging on. I'm up all night like fires, just watching burn out. And why'd you let me go? I've been so low in the middle of a city, but I'm left inside my head. And I should have known, I should have known. There's people all around me, but I still feel by myself.
Nolan Taylor, what a power, what a voice, what a talent, what an honor, man. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah, that's definitely my honor. Thanks for having me out.
Absolutely,
it was a
Nolan. Absolutely. We'll cross paths again, I'm sure, and Godspeed with everything that's coming for you this year.
Hey, thank you so much. Hopefully, maybe when I drop the album, we'll get back together or something and talk about it and see how you liked it.
All right, awesome. Take care, Nolan.
Have a good one, man. Thank you.